Good morning, everyone. What a day, right? What a day. I've just got back on Facebook right now, right this moment. I couldn't get on Messenger. I couldn't do anything, and a terrible time. When I first got on back on the account, it was taken down again. So anyway, I'm back on it. I'm all right now. Everything's sorted, including the messenger, because there was a couple of messages there, from saying it. Great to be back. Glad you're back. And it's the first time I've answered them because I couldn't message anybody. It was shocking. But anyway, we're back here and back on this, the film and TV review. I hope you've been watching some good films because I have. Look at this. This is one of my favourite films, and I wouldn't when it first came out. I wouldn't watch it because he used to lecture about the Roman Empire and in particular Caesars. So I thought, because he was a fictional character, this fella, I said I'm not watching it until a mate said, "Watch it." A former colleague that is. He taught. He used to lecture like me about the Romans. He said, "Watch it." He said, "I'm not going to tell you, just watch it." And it took me a couple of years to take his advice, to be honest, and watch it. And it was very, very good. Excellent. The opening scene is absolutely amazing. When they're fighting the Germans, the Germanics in Germania. Great opening scene. So, if you want a good film to watch that. Watch that. On YouTube. On YouTube. There's some fantastic films on it. Really. Tomb Raider. I used to play that yonks ago. When games came out. And I used to play that soon. Someone got me it. I said, yeah, I'll have a go with that. And it was Tomb Raider. And when they made the film, I had to look at it. It was really good. Angelina Jolie. But when I was watching it the other night on YouTube, it was made up. I said, oh, yeah. And I forgot about that butler fella. He was in it. I thought, oh, no. I had to turn it off, to be honest. Paul Turner. Good morning, Frank. Hope you're okay. Yes. Hope you're okay too. But you watched the game last night, didn't you? Hey, and you, Scottish bit. I never watched it. I couldn't get it on, and there's no way I'd pay that LFC TV anything. That should be free. That as soon as these owners came in, they charged. They charged because it used to be free, and it was good then. It was good. I used to be on it. Not that it wasn't good because I was on it. It was just good. And then they decided to let's make more money and charge people. I've got principles. I think we all have some principles. And they're my principles. Wouldn't pay them. So you think they make enough money? So you think they make enough money? But anyway, getting back to the old film. No, that's why I never watched it last night. I couldn't get it on anyway. And I've got great streams. Just couldn't get it on. There was one stream. This was on YouTube. And it's at the match. But it has a big thing in the middle. You couldn't see anything. And then it said, go onto the link. So I went onto the link. Again, they want money off you. And I thought, fuck you. So I said, F you, you know what I mean? There's always a catch. So I went to bed instead. So I went to bed. That was it. Had a decent sleep. No, I didn't watch it, Frank, says Paul Turner. I followed it up after that. I won't pay extra to watch it. So that's a good, honestly, it's true that because you've got to understand, I don't care what anyone says. You know, we get some stick for saying about the owners of Liverpool Football Club being greedy, being greedy. I know a friend of, well, he's more than a friend, he's a mate, knows family well, and one of his daughters was a colleague of mine. She was teaching, and she's a lovely girl, really lovely girl. Anyway, he's a big red, and his daughter is as well. Well, they're all reds except one of them. He's got a big family except one, big blue nose. But anyway, he said he was Kenny Dalglish's right hand man up at the academy when Kenny first came back, and he said the greedy penny pinching. That's what he said when they first came in. He said these people are penny pinching. They're just getting rid of, certain people, not caring about, that's their livelihood. And I'm talking about like cleaners or people who worked in the kitchens, things like that. Even around the ground, cleaning the ground up. So that's why, I won't pay anything to them. I won't pay nothing. Don't like greedy people. Don't like greedy um, capitalists, shall I say. That's what they are. That's, make you, while they make the profit. Anyway, Scottish Bear. Frank, off topic. I watched your show about the social problems. It was good. The documentary that everyone should watch is The Money Masters, the greatest documentary of what's the problem. Yeah, yeah. Um, thanks for that. Thanks for that. It was the first one I ever did, and I had to be careful, to be honest. And you can't say too much, especially on YouTube. You can't say too much. And so you've got to be careful with your narrative. That's all. You can be taken up on that particular. I just wanted people to know why about Gaza and why about Ukraine. Because what you get, there are two different things, one about Gaza and one about Ukraine. And you get one narrative, you go, then you get another narrative that you go, no, that's wrong. So I tried to put that right the other night, and my guests as well. And my guests. Frank, have you watched The Foreigner and The Lupin on Netflix yet? No, I haven't. No, unfortunately, I have. I'll tell you what I did watch. It was a cracking little film, and it was on YouTube. A really, really good film. And what was it called? Judd Nelson was in it. Blimey. I'll get the, it'll come to me. It'll come to me, the title, one word it is, one short word. And I was watching it. And it started off, not going to give too much away. It started off where it just shows you a girl tied up on the floor and a gagged animal. And then the next, the way the credits are coming up, and you still see the girl lying there. And then all of a sudden, you just see her getting dragged away. The title came to me then. But Judd Nelson's in it. And it's good. It's good. You just see this fella. I'm not giving too much away when I say this, because this happens right at the beginning. After the credits, you just see the girl is put in a boot of a car, and she's driven like to. It's always a wooded area, isn't it? Have you noticed these films? They're always wooded areas. But anyway, ties it, or binds it, shall I say, to a tree, still gagged, and it was, anyway, he gets off. She's trying to shout, but nothing's coming out. And he gets in his car, drives off, and as he's driving, he picks his phone up from the driver's seat, and he's texting, "It's done," or "Done, it's done, yeah, it's done," and he crashes, and he gets killed. And that's how it starts. It's brilliant. I thought so. Nice little thriller, put it that way. A nice little thriller. And there's also a story within a story too. So I thought it was good. No, I haven't watched that Scottish Foreigner and Lupin. I haven't got Netflix. Used to. Prisoner is a good movie, says Nick Falvey. It's a good movie to watch if you've watched it yet. If you've never watched it yet. Prisoners. Who's in that? Nick, any idea? Another, Nightcrawler, yeah, I've seen that. I like him, Jake Gyllenhaal. I like him. I like him. He's a good actor. He really is a good actor. He was in a film, forget the title, but Hugh Jackman plays a detective. Hugh Jackman plays the father of a girl, if you know what I mean. Really good. Have you seen The Pope of Greenwich Village? Brilliant film, says Gary Ring. Is that with Mickey Rourke? If that's with Mickey Rourke, I am. Mickey Rourke was going to come on my show, He was coming on my show. Believe it or not. I was going to have him here with me. And he was coming over to Liverpool to do like a question and answer thing. And I asked him if he'd come on my show. And yeah, he said, yeah, he'd come on my show. COVID it. COVID. You wouldn't believe it, would you? He never came to Liverpool. That is milky. Hey Frank, just getting ready for work. Off up the Bonnie, off to Bonnie Stalin, so can't stop. Sorry, Have a good time, Will. Have a good time, fella. Oh, he's me a little mate, yeah. That's lovely. Have a good time. We're going up to Scotland. I hope the weather's okay up there. Paul Turner. I've just watched a series filmed in Liverpool called The Responder with Martin Freeman. Yeah, yeah, it's very good. That I watched it's the two series because I watched the first series, The Responder. Jake Abraham, my mate, who's no longer with us now, um, he was with Martin and he said he perfected his Scouse accent. He said he was brilliant because we can tell, if there's anyone trying to put on a Liverpool accent, we can tell. And Paul Jake, who's no longer with us, said he perfected it. It was great. Yeah, that bloody COVID has a lot to do. It messed me up. I was putting a play on. I've just mentioned Jake Abraham. Jake was going to direct and start it. COVID it. Everything was geared up. It was around like June the 28th or something like that in the concert room or the concert hall in St. George's Hall. It was going to be performed there at the cast. Everything was going ahead. The tickets got printed. COVID, lockdown, and it was all a sham, wasn't it? Because I had Mickey Rourke with me. Oh, Prisoners, yeah. Thanks, Nick. That's a cracking film. Someone mentioned that, didn't he? As well, was that you, Nick? No. Yeah, Nick, yeah, The Prisoners. Yeah, it's a cracking film, that. Really great acting. Great acting. I enjoyed it. So he's spot on there. He's really spot on. Uh, Yusuf, the Dutch Paisley has won a game of football, lads. What's your favourite Italian film, Frank? My favourite Italian film? Do you know what it is? But it was American backed. It was Boy on a Dolphin with Sophia Loren. Boy on a Dolphin. Maynard Jared. We love Sophia Loren. Me and that kid. Sophie. Oh, my little granddaughter's name's after her. Sophie. Spelt the same way and everything. So Yusuf, yeah, Boy and the Dolphin. Alan Ladd was in it. It was a really good film, actually. It really was. Especially with Sophie in it. On Paul Terry. Yes, the two series, Frank. What was you impressed with his acting? Yeah, I was. There is two series. I see it. Oh, I watched. I watched something, and I completely forgot about it. Completely forgot about it. That's right. I watched that because I like Martin Freeman. Great actor. If you like Martin Freeman, watch him in Fargo with Billy Bob Thornton. If anyone's got that, anyone's seen it, It's fabulous. Billy Bob is brilliant, but so is Martin Freeman in it. Fargo. Try and get onto it. It's a little series. Gary Rigby says, he did a great Scouse accent. Most outsiders can't do it and sound like Brummies. You're right. As I said, Jake said to me, he said, he's filming with him. He was filming with him. And he said, oh, he said he's got it perfect. I said, go away. He said, yeah. Well, that proves what kind of an actor he is. Because he can play comedy and he can play dramatic, the drama. And Martin, good actor, very good actor. Yeah. Brummies sound like they've got a cold. Says Yusuf. I tell you, I always remember an actor called Christopher Fairbank. And I've seen him in plays as well, you know what I mean? I've seen him in plays. And in the theatre, that is. And he played Moxie, was it? In Auf Wiedersehen, Pet. Manchester. He's from Manchester, I think. And he has a terrible Liverpool accent. Awful. It's as if we haven't got any Liverpool actors. And I'm good actors as well. Cinema Paradiso. Fantastic film. The actor, the lead actor, is French. I forget his name. You know, when you see him, you know, one of those actors being in British films and everything. Very good actor, but he's French. So he's bilingual. He's bilingual. Well, in Gary, nice one. Paul Turner, the guy who produced the Responder is a blue. Did you notice little clips of Everton in the series? I noticed, you know. It's a good observation there. Do you know what? Talking about like the Blues, I watched something yesterday. It was about 2 hours long, and it was Liverpool, the 76, 77 season. And I showed you the, you know, like games and on the way to Wembley, on the way to Rome, you know, winning the league. You know, and this, when we were going after that treble. And what I noticed about Everton, you know, we see them played them about 4 times. Twice in the league and twice in the cup final. Not cup final, semi-final. After the replay, you know what I mean? Terry McDermott scoring that goal against Lawson when he tipped it over. What a goal that was. What a goal. But anyway, it destroyed them in the second half. In the replay. 3-0. Anyway, what I noticed, never noticed it before, on the Everton strip, they never had a badge. All they had was EFC. They didn't have a badge. We've always carried a badge. whether it's a bird or, that big round thing, always. But they didn't have a badge, strangely enough. Shake Hands with the Devil, James Cagney classic. Got a couple of, like what we're doing now. I'm not going to tell you because you'll all start going, oh yeah, this, oh yeah, that, and that. And it's like certain films. You'll get me gist when I start doing it. I'm starting a film next week. So you'll be surprised. But I'm not telling you now, okay? Because you'd start going on, yeah, no, well, that's right. Oh, yeah, no. Because you just can't wait. You'll have to wait next week. Should be good next week. Shake Hands with the Devil. Cagney was he was a dancer, Don't know whether you're aware of that. But James Cagney, before he became an actor, was a dancer. A great dancer as well. I've seen him in two things where I've seen him dancing. I'm not talking about that. It was at Yankee Doodle Dandy. Anyway, you see him coming down a flight of stairs, dancing. I've never seen anyone do it like that. That sort of sequence of dancing. It's like clicking his heels coming down the stairs. Big flight of steps. Unbelievable. Brilliant. And another time I seen him dancing, he was dancing on a bar. Like tap dancing, going up and down. Jimmy Cagney. And one thing he never ever said in the film, New Jersey Rat, he never ever said that. Never ever said. And Paul Taylor said, I had watched that, Frank, about 76. Paul, wasn't it mad though? They showed you a terrible grainy film. And then other mad film. Like someone must have been having like a cine thing, cine camera with them at the game. And then some clear ones. But what got me, it was San Etienne, but the San Etienne game away, I wasn't there. I never went to that. And how unlucky we were. We were so unlucky that game, albeit that they beat us. They were a great side, San Etienne. They were favourites to win it. They were favourites to win the European Cup. Rocheteau. Unbelievable. Six, Bethany. That's a great side. Another fella named Latte. He was unbelievable, I think that's how you pronounce his name. And then I was at the game, Anfield. That's when I've never heard a roar when David Fairclough scored that goal. And then when you watch it, Paul, you see how good Tommy Smith was. And a good footballer. You see how good Phil Thompson was. Them all. Fantastic players. Ray Kennedy. Bloody hell. Stevie Highway scoring with his head and his feet. Didn't realise he could say. There was one, I've mentioned this a few times. Mick Mills, he was dirty. He was they talk about Tommy Smith, Norman Hunt and Nobby Stiles. right? Because you knew they got in hard. Billy Bremner, you knew they got in hard. That's what kind of players. But Mick Mills, I've always said he was dirty. He was dirty. We played Ipswich. I remember at one incident, he hit Stevie Highway went up for it and he hit him and he went bent backwards. Yeah, well, he just bent, went on the floor. It was a horrible foul. And the referee, an arsehole, if anyone was an arsehole, this referee was a complete and utter. He would have been banned from any matches for what he did. For what he did. And what it was, Steve Highway, they were all 10 minutes, they were all worried. Even Mick Mills was down on it and he was calling over. Mick Mills, he panicked him, Mills, when he went down Stevie Highway. Anyway, calling the stretcher on it, and they were 10 minutes. Now get onto this, people. 10 minutes. They put him on the stretcher, and it was one of them wheelie stretchers. They put him on there to take him off. David Fairclough's on ready to come on. And then finally, Fairclough's on. And then the play goes on, stops the game, the referee, the stupid gorp stops the game. And I remember the incident because we all thought, right, he stopped the game, here's what happens. He stopped the game, got Fairclough over, took his name and sent him off until he called him on. And we were all, what's he been booked for? Even then, and I only found out watching this thing last night. It was just the stupidity and patheticness of the referee. And you think VAR's bad, you should have said. Referee. Standard of refereeing and even going back then. Gary says, I watched a brilliant documentary about the dark side of Hollywood. I was shocked to find out about Peter Falk, Columbo. I don't think I can repeat it here. Why? I never watched that. Peter Falk, Columbo. Really? Well, I think everyone was shocked when Burt Lancaster. I watched a documentary years ago, and it was a French actress, great French actress called Jeanne Moreau. Jeanne Moreau. And she was just being interviewed. The way you do your interview. And they said, you did a film called The Train with the great Hollywood actor Burt Lancaster. And she looked. And from the presence of, both films and, other co-stars or whatever, and what she's doing now, her demeanour just changed. When Burt Lancaster was mentioned, she hated him with a passion. Hated him. Because she had a 17-year-old son. And he was going out this afternoon. Well, I'm not saying this afternoon, in an afternoon. And she said, where are you going, darling? And he said, I'll be home late tonight. She said, well, but where are you going? And he said, I'm going to a party. Mr. Lancaster is throwing a party for me and my friends. So she said, okay, make sure that you come home early. Don't be staying out all night or whatever. He said, no, I won't. It was a pool party. Anyway, when he got home, he told his mother what he was up to. And she hated him for it. Hated him. Bert Lancaster. But anyway, we all know that he was gay, don't we now? Big Bert. Thanks, Gary. You know, I'll try and get hold of that. The dark side of Hollywood. Have I seen it? I haven't seen it, but have I seen the title? I could have done, you know. The Scottish. Frank, I watched the documentary about Buster Keaton and the General. That man, he was a genius and did all his own stunts. I always, whether it was the same documentary, I'm going back years ago. And all the producers, he was making this film. It's where a full gable end of a house falls on him. And he's got to, but where the window is in the house, as it falls, he's got to be, you know, standing in the spot where obviously it doesn't flatten him. And the producer, he said, no, I want to do it. And he did it. What a take. Oh, there's only one take in it. Because of it. He couldn't have made other takes, if you know what I mean. And I tell you another fella who did his own stunts. Harold Lloyd. You see Harold Lloyd on the like the arm of a clock, finger of a clock, shall we say. 1,000,000 feet up in the air, you're on one of them big skyscrapers, and he's holding on to it. That was really him. Really him. And I tell you that, who else does his own stunts? Is Tom Cruise. I was watching one of the Mission Impossibles. I think it was one of the first, and you see him climbing this, like, you know, I think it's in Death Valley, and he's done it. It's him. But I know he's got like a safety harness around him, but you know, let's be honest, that's that. Me, I can't even look out of my balcony. I'm going, you know, a little bit lightheaded. So I like people who do their own stunts. I don't mind Cruise, you know, because he does his own, he does his own stunts. Good day, guys, says the Alley Noose. Hope you're all well. Yeah, every one of them. Thank you, Ali. Jimmy Cagney looks alright now. Yeah, you Jersey man. Yeah. Never ever said that. I always remembering once, I don't know what it was. And he's having breakfast, and the girl's sitting there like that. And he picks up the grapefruit and goes, in the face. Oh. Classic films. Cagney, Bogart. Classic. Paul Turner, that San Etienne game in France, Steve Highway. Hit the post, yeah. We were unlucky. They were the best team in France. They were the best team in Europe, I reckon. They were favourites to win the European Cup. Nick, no, I can't stand him. Him and that Jared Butler. I was watching Tomb Raider. And I went, oh no, he came on. I went, no, I can't stand that Jared Butler. Felt like that. He, you see him, have a look at 300. 300. Great film, by the way. Very unusual film as well. I suppose you have seen it. The Spartans. Oh, but he was just the same in every film he's in, and he plays himself. He's got that funny kind of jaw. And I seen him in Tomb Raider. I didn't like him when I first seen him in Tomb Raider, by the way. I said, who's this fella? And then he was in that, forgot all about it when I was watching it. Wasn't I yesterday or the day before? It's a turn of up. So no, Jason Statham, no, won't watch anything with him in. Couldn't have the goat in. No. And yeah, his two latest films, The Beekeeper, is on YouTube. YouTube, you watch them. If you like Jason, you don't fill your boots. Ali says, before was better football anyway. Before was better football anyway. I remember two teams used to play. Lots of goals every game. Now there are too many. There are too many money in the middle, and the risk is minimum. The risk is always minimum. Should have seen Tommy Smith tackle it. Would like Tommy going on that yet? I always remember that as Steve Kingdom, and I was in the Annie Road end. No, it wasn't. I was in the Kemlyn Road stand. The Kemlyn Road stand before it became the Kenny Dalglish stand. Anyway, I was near the front. I hated always getting near the front. Anyway, I was near the front, and Steve Kingdon kidded. It's great. Kidded Tommy Smith and went past him. And Tommy went, I'm going to have you. But, and he went, wallop. He's Steve Kingdon. And he wouldn't go near Tommy after that. Went on the other wing. Just half it. I mean, it was a fair tackle. But he knew. Come near me again, mate. Unbelievable. He was great, Smithy. And Nick Fowley. Talking about football, what is your favourite team? He's a big red. I can tell you that. He's a big red. It's the Ellie the Noose. Nick. Aaron Lloyd's safety last was the clock tower stunt you're talking about. Jackie Chan redone the stunt in the '83 masterpiece Project A. Go away, did he? I've seen Jackie Chan, you know. I never seen him personally. And he had to get up to this. Something was happening on this block. He's a detective. And I've never seen anything like it. Obviously, he had to get up to this veranda. No, balcony, as they call it. The Italiano veranda. Anyway, he had to get up to this balcony. And there was like two buildings together, an alley. And he ran up He, I mean, he ran up the wall, bouncing off each wall, bouncing off each wall. And then this wall, he bounced off and went over that way and grabbed the balcony. Incredible. I've ever seen anything. Nothing like that. So that's why I like people who take stunts. I have a stunt double. Always have to. That's why I'm on my own. He wants it too much. If you get me meaning. Anfield Uncle Rods. Good morning, Frank. How are you? I'm okay, Uncle Rods. I'm okay. How are you yourself? And the uncle says, did you see our Gale play? Yeah. Do you know what made me do it? I was asked to give a talk up at the boot room, like in the main stand, isn't it? I think it's in the main stand or Kenny's Elgin stand. I'm not quite too sure. No, it was the Kenny's Elgin stand. And it was just a talk. And I said to my daughter, Francie, do you want to come with me? She said, oh, yeah. Can I? Yeah. We went up. And we were in, like, they put us on this table. It was like boots. And Howie Gale was with us. It was just the three of us. Just the three of us in this booth. And Howie Gale, we were sitting there, cracking lad. But I did see him play, yeah. But it wasn't too often, really. His best game was against Bayern Munich. But he was just that. He never quite made it, if you know what I mean. Sorry, Frank, I know it's a film review, but the 76-77 season, the best goal I've seen against Ray Clements was Martin Dobson. Yeah, Everton, yeah. At the top, off the Cop end. Have you seen that one? Yeah, watched it last night. I was in that, was at the game. It was a memory, Ross. But I remember that Dobson, yeah. Scoring that goal. And big mad mind. There's JK. Morning.
Morning, Frank. Hope you're well, bro.
Are you? How's you now?
It's getting better. Definitely.
Getting better. Is it?
It's getting better.
Getting better.
Getting better.
No, I was talking about films and it was talking about football as well. So
Yeah, I watched the game last night.
I didn't. I couldn't get it on.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't get
Played
it
pretty
on.
well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently that young kids. I've got lots of reports.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve Evans said that he's going to be a crack at that. No, what's his name?
Naomi.
Neil. Yeah.
What a debut! Like, wow, respect. Like Jones came off, and it's like this guy's played for Liverpool the same amount of time Jones has played. It's like, you would think that Naomi's been with the club for 6-7 years or whatever, the way he just came in, just got on with football. Jones got injured again, so...
Did he?
Yeah, he came off about 30 minutes or something like that. He came back off, and I was thinking, what's wrong with this lad, man? He's always getting injured, always doing something, not playing football.
But was he injured or was he just resting them?
I think it was he must have had a little knock, and I think he did a cautious thing, like on pre-seasons, if they have a little something straight away, there's no treatment or whatever, they just take him off. Then he went to the changing rooms instead of staying on the sidelines. Yeah. But other than that, the youngsters again showing the older generation how to play football. You know, happened last season for a few months. You know.
Well, this is it, but it makes no difference how well they play. We still need a couple of signings.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely a DM, because I had a couple of messages this morning and saying that, you know, they were very disappointed with their end up. Very disappointed. And semi-cast. And they were different people. They were, they don't even know each other.
Okay.
If you know what I mean. So, but they were talking about that young kid. He says he's always special.
Yeah, the passing he was doing, wow. He was actually playing more like a sweeper DM, getting the ball and getting it forward. He didn't play on the wings. He didn't play up top. He was dropping deep, getting the ball and moving it like quick. And then fair play to him, he played well.
Yeah. I would have liked to have seen Dan's there though, but
yeah, I was saying yesterday that I think Dan's needs to be playing every Saturday. He knows he's going to be starting at Liverpool. He won't be starting, and he'll probably be on the subs bench if that.
Yeah.
At least he's gone to Plymouth. Rooney's in charge there, and I think he'll get game time there every week.
Rooney.
Yeah.
And give him a push off the side.
I'm surprised they let him go to Rooney's team.
Played for Everton, and the boyhood's Evertonian, and Manchester United.
You can't make it up, can you?
Think about that.
Yeah.
And he was one of our players.
What
I just said to him, right, Richard Hutchinson. Hi, Frank, how are you? Many thanks. Thank you, Richard. And how are you? I'm good. Liverpool 1, Real better nil. He says hello to everyone. And Uncle Rod's, wow, you are a real one. I wonder what that means. I must admit, says Paul Turner, it was a great goal as well as Bethany for San Etienne. I was right behind her in the Kop. And the ball went like that. Never forget it. It went like that. Then it swerved to beat Ray Clements from that distance. It was incredible. And I always remember Tommy Smith in an interview for LFC TV. And he said, we always kept the opposition away. And they had to hit the ball from 30 yards out. No one could beat Ray Clement from 30 yards out. That better makes it though. Oh, it was a great goal. Ali Danus. Hello, JK.
Hey, bro.
Paul Turner. Morning, JK. Hope you're getting better.
Cheers, bro.
That's lovely. Ali Danus again. Last night I was waiting for the game till 2 a.m. Then I fell asleep. The game's at 2:30.
Yeah.
That's shocking, man.
Now we know how like 12th man feels, you know, when he's like waking up all hours to watch Liverpool play. And it's just for us, it's like 4 o'clock or 6 or 7, about 8 o'clock or something. So we've got to like the world. We sort of understand them now. You know, they're like it's like 3 a.m. They can't even get their eyes open, but they still watch the game.
I went to bed. I just shut off about enough of it. Half an hour. Half an hour was trying. Then I got this stream on YouTube, strangely enough. But it has a big ping in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that all about? Oh, anyway. This is Hutchinson. Hi, JK. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you get well. You're a wonderful and great person. Many thanks.
Thank you, Richard.
Isn't that lovely?
Lovely.
And Uncle Rod's Naoni was great. He set up the goal. No, he didn't.
No,
Wasn't
he
it
got the
Mo?
move started. He got the
Oh,
move.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I do apologise.
Yeah, he got the ball and then bang, straight to, was it Sabotzlai? 1-2 and goal. Yeah, with Salah, yeah.
Oh, I know Mo Salah put the
Got the
ball.
assist. Yeah, Salah's still doing it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about Salah. Salah is the type of player, he won't do nothing all game, but will set up the winner
Yeah.
or score the winner. And that's, you don't really get them type of players a lot, you know. He always does something.
Well, Richard says, no. Frank, I need to go out. Take care. See you during the week, says the Scottish boy.
Take care.
Cheers, Scottish. Cheers, mate. We all have to go out sometime. And Richard says, we need reinforcement, squad depth and squad depth. Yeah, of course we do. And he carries on by saying, FSG needs to wake up or we will fall back from Spurs, Chelsea, Manchester United, Aston Villa, Manchester City and Arsenal.
Yeah. But when you look at that list there, every team sort of adds players every summer, like United. Ever since Fergie's left, how much money have they spent? Arsenal, Villa, Chelsea, oh, it's $1 billion. When you look
Yeah,
at us, we don't spend nothing when you really look at it.
absolutely.
And still we keep up there. You know, that's the. I think if we ended up staying 7th, 8th, 9th, I think the other Liverpool fans who are backing the owners and stuff, they'll be actually going on their back as well, saying, "Listen, we need a few players." It's like we're lucky that Klopp came in and covered them cracks with us not buying anyone every summer or whatever it was. You know, like as you were saying back in the days, that Paisley used to add 2 players every summer, even if we won the league. Even if we won the Champions League, he would add 2 to keep
Yeah.
other players on their toes and stuff like that. And people don't understand. The majority of our squad is filled with youth players now. You get me? So that's pretty okay. I don't mind the youth players coming into the squad if they're top quality. That's no problem with that. But for me, you still got to have that nucleus of proven players who've been there, probably done it a little bit, you know, who've seen a bit of football in their life. So I think we definitely need 2 players, I would say.
We need a GM.
Yeah.
We've always said that, JK, haven't we?
Yeah.
You and I have always said it, and we've been going on for a year about it. Ian Mack, more than Frank, JK. Enzo looked miles off yesterday. Kept giving the ball away. Naoni just needs a pan of scouts down, and he will be so play. There you go.
Yeah.
There you
He
go.
actually surprised me in the way he was playing his game. I thought he was going to get the ball, run at players all the time, but nah, he was just getting the ball, moving it on, getting the ball, moving it on. And that's what you want from your sort of midfield players. Get the ball, move it on quickly. And every time he got the ball, he moved it really quick to the attackers. He didn't pass it back, pass it square, pass it back, pass it square. Now, none of that. Get the ball, turn, pass, forward. Good to see from a youth player doing that in his like sort of first real time we've actually seen him play football. That's why I've never really hyped him up or anything like that because I haven't really watched him play enough. But yesterday, fair play to him.
Well, I watched the highlights,
Mm-hmm.
and then Peter McDowell, what a fucking prat he is. He was talking to Arnie Slot, and he went, "Well, boss." I thought,
Yeah, they're a bit cringe, some of the presenters.
Well, way.
Yeah.
Well, boss.
Yeah.
And I know Peter.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, fuck off. Right, Richard says Wayne Rooney is not a manager and had too many chances as a manager. Rooney is a Bruce side and Man United boat drive, of course.
Yeah.
Did you see Szoboszlai goal? Next, Arsenal and Sevilla. First goal, Ipswich Town on the 17th of August at 12:30. We need to be ready for the season. FSG and board need to pull their finger out. Many thanks.
3 weeks. It's not long.
Nope. Nick Faldley, your pick. Midfield three of Gerrard, Alonso, Mascherano. Or front three of Mane, Firmino, Salah.
Good question, that one.
You can't beat that midfield.
You can't. Then that midfield with that attack, forget about it. About it.
JK, what have we said in the past about that midfield?
Yeah, you've always said it.
Three. So, Nick, you know, they're our thoughts. We said.
Who would you go with? You take that midfield, I think.
We won the league last season with that midfield. Put it that way.
Yeah, 100%. We wouldn't. I think we'll probably win it most of the time.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that, you know, but last season we would have won the league
with that
midfield. Great choice there.
I'm just trying to think which ones I would go with there. Would I go with Mane, Firmino, Salah, or Gerrard, Alonso, Mascherano? Is Gerrard, you know? That's the reason why I'll probably go with Gerrard.
Stevie was even that's Zidane. Zinedine Zidane said he's the best midfielder of my generation, of any generation. He said I would have loved to have played with him. He's phenomenal, Steven Gerrard. Phenomenal player. Phenomenal. Ian Mack, Frank, JK. Little Ben Doak impressed me as well when he came on, running at the fullback and beating him like his old self. Good to see.
Yeah. Like, impressed with him as well. He played pretty well, you know? That's what it's all about. That's what he's got to do. He's had his injuries. No sulking. I think he sulked a little bit back in the days, maybe, him and Carvalho. They had them sulky faces, you know, when they did the training videos and stuff. And I always used to notice him, Doak, and Carvalho, sulky looking, you know. But Doak yesterday.
Carvalho like? What was he was playing well? What was he like?
He was tidy, nothing special, just nothing really special, you know. He got the ball on the left a few times and stuff. He just got the ball, kept it moving.
But so he was really, all right then.
He was all right. Yeah.
You made that.
But for me, Doak, he was beating that guy there, left back, pretty easy actually. When you look at it, I was like, wow, yeah.
Good. IBR Stella. Big up, Frank, and the Carlyle Army. That's good. Thank you, IBR, mate. Thank you. But these all thank you as well. Why can't we make another Stevie G from our academy? Jones and Elliott isn't good enough. JK?
I would say Elliott's a totally different player to Gerrard, but Jones is probably more closer to Gerrard in the way he plays and stuff. But for me, Jones, like, how long has he been with us now? For a very long time. You know, and that lad came on yesterday and he only did more in a game than I've ever seen Jones did in his whole Liverpool career. And that's how bad Jones is for me. You know, I've never been a big fan of Jones anyway. But I've always gave him time because that's what us Liverpool fans do. But I'm just getting to a point now where, what is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, but you said, didn't you, a few weeks ago, you did say this, JK, that this is his final season to show us what he can do.
Yeah.
But don't forget the season, was it the season before last? The season before last, when he came in, the last 10 games, never forget it. He was magnificent. And then the start of last season, and he was being picked, he was very, very
Yeah.
good. And then he got that sending off, then he got injured, and he wasn't the same again.
Yeah. Because when he came back, he couldn't even control the ball first touch.
No.
I remember every game, the ball go to him, boom, it will hit his shin and go flying that way. So, Jones, I've seen glimpses of talent, glimpses, if that, like we've talked about his wages as well, they're pretty low and stuff like that. But for me, if you love the game and you love Liverpool, you do it for free. But for me, he needs to show a bit of control of the game, get the ball, control the game, and stay fit. Them two things are very important for him this season.
Don't forget, there was players missing there yesterday. McAllister midfield. We had the likes of the big Verge missing, Trent's missing. So and these are. What do you think of Robertson though? Being injured again.
Yeah.
I think his age has crept up on him. So I think we need a left back. As Richard says there, we need a centre back and a defensive mid, and mix up the forwards. Start to score goals. We'll always score a goal. Our forwards Jota was missing as well.
Yeah.
And Richard carries on by saying, I'll just go through these. Will we win any trophies up and coming season? Do you like the new Liverpool shirt? Is the new away shirt black? It was a leak out at the yeah.
It's like a grey black, yeah.
And we need to sell injury-prone players. What you've got, we do need a DM. That's a priority. We do need a DM. And who I'd love as a DM is right behind me, Russell Crowe, the gladiator. That's what we need in our midfield. Gladiator. Mascherano. Unbelievable. Do you know it'd be a great? And I said before, JK, I was watching something about Liverpool, the 76, 77 season. That's when we were going after the treble. That's when we were going after the league, which we won the league. We were going after the European Cup. We won the European Cup. And we got beaten in the final of the FA Cup by them, Man United. And I was watching Tommy Smith. He'd make a great defensive midfielder in. Put him in. At his peak, put him there.
Yeah.
Great footballer, People forget that. People just think, Tommy Smith, the hard man, big tough tackler. Great footballer. Can pass a ball. He has a brain. And it was funny yesterday, when I was watching this. I forget who it was against. And he hit a ball. I was a cracker, and the camera went on him, and he was like that for the corner. And the referee just pointed to the, for the goal kick. I think you just see him go, fuck off. Walking away.
You get half a season ban now if you did that.
Yeah. With the
tackles. What do you think of that rule in the Euros where only the captain can talk to the referee? What is that all about?
Exactly.
You're going to get a yellow card. So it's like this. Someone does a scissor kick on you. The referee's let it go. You got to stand, get up and carry on. You can't say, you know what, that was pretty out of order. You know what I mean? So that new rule, what are they doing to football? VAR. It's all started with VAR. Then you got this rule now. Next season's Champions League, that's another topic we haven't really discussed. What's going on there, what they're doing with that. So for me, football is in the wrong hands. You know, that refereeing thing in the Euros, guys were getting fouled because they weren't the captain. They moaned to the referee straight away, yellow card. Forget, like, who is making these rules up? You know, football is about passion, and sometimes the fans love seeing their players get a bit feisty and showing a bit of fire towards the referee or whatever over a decision, and it gets them moving into the game. Then, you know, you can't take passion out of football, and that's what they're doing with these players now. You know, they're going to get bans, yellow cards. So if you moan twice to the referee and you're not captain, you're getting sent off. Well,
Exactly.
well,
Exactly. But as Gary says, as it turns into a football show now, no, it hasn't. I'm going to talk about now films. I'm going to talk about films. Because we were talking there, JK, about, you know, people who actually done their own stunts and, you know, things like that. I said about Tom Cruise doing his own stunts. That's why I think he's a very good actor as well. He's not just a pretty face. He's a very good actor. And I like his franchise. I was watching something called Jack Reacher.
yeah, Jack Reacher, yeah.
But there was one, he's made two Jack Reacher films. One was very good. One was very good. But there was another one, I don't know whether it was a follow-up or it was the first one. And there was a girl in it, you know, she'd been arrested for treason, you know, giving secrets away. She was dreadful. You know, and I thought, oh, fuck this. I had to turn it off. Yeah. But the other one was good. The other Jack Reacher, which, anyway, but that was it. But that's what we're talking about. And, you know, there's some fantastic films on YouTube. The likes of Gladiator, who's behind me. That's on. That's on. I'll tell you what I watched as well, but it's not on YouTube, but it's on what, you know, if you've got a smart telly, you'll be able to get it and watch it. And it's called 2012.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
That. Have you seen it?
No, I've heard of it. I've always wanted to watch it, but I never have. Okay.
It's good, you know. The special effects are absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
John Cusack. Woody Harrelson. You know, good actors are in it. Good actors. Special effects are brilliant. And I also watched, believe it or not, and it's on YouTube, War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, you know, Spielberg. That's on it. Watch that.
War of the Worlds, okay.
Brilliant. And another one, again, is it on YouTube? I don't know because I've been watching that bloody many. Is The Guns of Navarone. The Guns of Navarone. And you know, you watch these things, unbelievable. And there's another film on YouTube which Liam Neeson's in it. A bit far-fetched, but it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable, called Non-Stop, where he plays an air marshal who doesn't like flying. You know,
like Curtis Jones. Sounds like Curtis Jones, who plays football and don't like it.
Doesn't like flying down the wing. But how can you be, you know, an air marshal? Why put in for the job? This is what I was thinking. This is what I think. Well, why put in for the fucking job if you're terrified of flying? I hate flying. I'm terrified. I really am, you know. And I always remember going to Italy. That's all I ever go to. And I'm sitting there. There was a big fella sitting next to me from Bolton. You know, big young fella. No, don't talk like that. And anyway, I was sitting there, and he said, "I don't like flying." You know, I said, "Neither do I." I said, "So, you know, welcome to the club." Anyway, when we were in the air, right? And you know the way you're leveling out like that. Sitting there, we had hold of each other's hands, squeezing each other's hands, didn't even realise.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was like trains, planes, and automobiles where you see them in bed together. You know, Steve Martin and the other fellow, and they're rolling over and asleep, putting their arms around each other, and when they wake up, oh, so funny, so funny. But I like things like that, you know what I mean? I like that things. I just like, I like a good, I like a good comedy, JK.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen a film called Lake Placid?
I've heard of that.
It's more of a
Watched it
satire.
now.
It's good,
Mm-hmm.
and there's great stars in it. There's Bill Pullman, and Bill plays, this like nice fella,
Mm-hmm.
right? Bill Pullman always plays a nice fella. Yeah, if you want a nice fella, these agents was there. Yeah, I get it. Get Bill
Mm-hmm.
Pullman. Anyway, and who else is in it? Two lads who steal it. They steal it. They steal the old film. Is Brendan Gleeson and Oliver Platt.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. And also who's in it is Bridget Fonda.
Mm-hmm.
Stunning lady, stunningly beautiful. But if you've seen her today, unrecognizable, honestly, unrecognizable. Incredible, incredible transformation of a beautiful lady. And, no like facelift or, no plastic surgery or anything. She just wanted to look after the family.
Okay.
What you want to do, just Google her later on, JK. Bridget
Yeah, I've got
Fonda.
it here.
Oh, have you got it?
I've got it. Like I've got this app. It's called IMDb, and what you do, you put the title. You could put an actor's name in there, and what will show all his films he's made. Then it shows you who directed it, who's in it, this, that, and the other. And that guy you was on about, he's in what's that film? Gangs of New York. Brendan
Uh,
Gleeson is in that, I think.
oh, yeah, Brendan Gleeson.
What he in that film? What a film that is! So I remember him from that.
Do you know what that was based on? I'm going to tell you now, and I won't tell you there. The Gangs of New York. I'll tell you what it was based on. It was based on two Liverpool gangs.
Okay.
One called the High Rip Gang, and the other was called the Peanut Gang. One gang came from the north end of the city, which is I live in, the north end, and the Peanut Gang. They were the High Rip Gang, and the Peanut Gang were from the south end of the city,
Mm-hmm.
and they added off together. And apparently, the High Rip Gang won. And incredible stories about them, really incredible. And apparently, I forget who was telling me, some producer, he's a producer director, and he's a Liverpool man. I always forget this fella's name. And he was telling me, that that was based on two Liverpool gangs.
Wow.
Yep, based on Liverpool. Yeah, the Gangs of New York. I'm not
For
saying
me,
you
I think
know,
that's probably one of my favorite Scorsese films.
yeah,
It's just
Martin, yeah,
what a film! What a
yeah,
film! I'm
yeah.
gonna watch that again soon. I think. Yeah, yeah,
Great director, obviously,
yeah,
but he always had his favourite actors, didn't he? The likes of De Niro, Joe Pesci,
yeah.
Al
DiCaprio.
Pacino.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he always had that. I'll tell you what else you can get on is it YouTube? Goodfellas. No. Oh no,
Yeah,
Casino.
yeah, Casino as well. Yeah, classic.
Casino.
For me, Goodfellas is the one though. If I had to choose my favorite film of all time, I'd probably Goodfellas is probably in there.
Yeah.
I prefer it more than Casino. Casino is great as well. Don't get me wrong, but for me, Goodfellas because it's a true story, and I've actually seen the guy who's it about and stuff like that. Just shows you like 1 second you're on top of the world, getting doors open for you in rest at the back. When he walked through with his girlfriend, through the restaurant at the back, through the kitchens, like he knew he was special, and how quickly it sort of went downhill for him.
Yeah, it was frightening, back in those days, if you became a member of a family or, you had to be on your guard 24/7 because it wasn't just in bars or out in the street, it was in your own home as well. You could be, look how many, photographs you actually see of real life murders in barber shops, in
Exactly.
cafes, restaurants. So you have to
One
be
second you're
on.
getting a short back and slides. Next second you've got
Yeah,
something in the back of your head. So yeah. Because you're off guard. You're in the barbers. You're chilling. You want to get your hair cut. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why they did it.
well, it's like if you remember the scene in The Godfather where Michael, Al Pacino's character, he goes to the toilet and there's a gun in there, an untraceable gun, with like tape around it so have no fingerprints on it. And all he had to do was go in, get it, come out, shoot, and drop the gun. There'd be no evidence. Anyway, he just goes in, doesn't he? The toilet, comes out, shoots Alonso, and the captain of the police, law enforcement, he just shoots him and just walks out. No matter where you are, you're liable to get a bullet. Like Joe Castellano when he was coming out of a restaurant and he just shot him dead. And he was the head, I forget what family. I don't know whether it was the Gambino family or the Bonanno family. I forget what family. Paul Turner says, do you remember an actor named Stanley Ullman? He starred in Carry On Regardless and always got his sentence. He got on my nerves, Paul. He said, you couldn't understand him, and people thought that it was funny. I didn't. They said, what the fuck? What's that all about? Like Jack Douglas doing all them twitches. Got on my nerves as well. I'm a miserable guesser. Brilliant special effects. War of the Worlds with the machines couldn't under while the people were watching it getting ready to launch its weapons before getting fried. Yeah, it just disappeared. Great, fantastic. I read the story in I do an English literature class. Nick Falvey. Could John Slot get Liverpool 80 point? No. Uh, Daniel Daniel J. Lewis, Gang of New York. Yeah.
Yeah. He was mad in that film.
Yeah. Goodfellas is better than Casino.
Yeah. It is.
And he's right. But The Godfather at the highest. Godfather.
Godfather's a classic. The first 2 episodes, I wasn't really 100% impressed with the third part. I
A
just
lot of
felt,
people say that, JK.
yeah, a lot
Why
of people do.
didn't you like it?
I don't know. It just like the first 2, it was intriguing. You didn't know what's going to happen, you know. I just feel the third part, it wasn't as great as the other 2.
I enjoyed them. I'll tell you what, people, I think, see, when you watch a franchise, like you see the Godfather, and you see Al Pacino as Michael, young, handsome, you know what I mean? Didn't want anything to do with the family business. And when you see him sitting there with that cable at a table at the wedding with his sister, and you see this big brute, talking to himself, saying, Godfather, thank you for inviting me to the wedding. Thank you. And you see him sitting there. Funny enough, Francis Ford Coppola, the director, he had that. And, they had him, they were just filming. It had nothing at all to do with the scene with Kay and Michael. And they filmed him doing this. They just had the camera on him. And he was rehearsing what to say. He was rehearsing his lines. Luca Brasi. He was learning his lines. So he left it in. He left it in the film. He left it in the film. And it was great. It was incredible. There was an incredible scene, just that. And she said, look at him over there, he said. He said, yeah. He said he works for my father. Works for my father. Incredible. Just incredible lines. But I read the book before the film,
Oh, okay.
I read the book. I always read a book. Always. It's not that I read, for example, I read Jaws. Yeah, I read Jaws, just like that. And even going back in the day, I never liked television, it was pathetic television. And so I used to read a lot. And I read Jaws. Well, I was studying anyway. So, but I read Jaws, just seen this book called Jaws, read it. Then all of a sudden, about 3 years later or something like that, this film comes out, Jaws, totally different from the book. Did you know that? It's about the big shark, but it was different. It was different. It's like Day of the Triffids. Day of the Triffids is a cracking book, right? Just trying to see if it's still here. Day of the Triffids, great book. But as John Wyndham said, is it John Wyndham? Anyway, what he said was, hang on a minute. That's so far away. It's not John Wyndham, is it? Yeah, his name's gone. Anyway, he said that's not. It's so the story what you showed, and it was a film. He made it so far away from the actual storyline. Paul said, I agree about Jack Douglas's twitching got on my nerves. Me and you, see, Paul. And the mafia comedy analysed this, yes. Did you ever see that, JK?
What a film. Billy Crystal, yeah? Yeah.
I don't know.
What a film that is.
Is that the same one where, he's trying to thank his psychiatrist? I forget who played the part. And he gave him, as a surprise, a big fountain
Yeah.
in his garden. Woke up one morning, it's the huge fountain.
Yeah.
So funny, so funny. But De Niro,
That's the thing with De Niro. He can play both roles, serious and comedy. Like Meet the
Oh,
Parents.
so
Yeah, have you seen Meet the Parents?
yes, the fuckers.
Yeah. Oh, what a film that is as well.
My ex used to do that to me,
Uh-huh. Oh, too funny.
Yeah.
But his wife and his daughter sort of tamed him a little bit over the films, you know. He sort of chilled out a little bit over the films, you know.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. See, I've mentioned this before about a scene, and the best scene I've ever seen, the best scene I've ever seen, the best scene I've ever seen in a film. There's no dialogue. There's only two words in the dialogue, right? And it's let's go. That's all. Just let's go. Just like that. And you see four fellas walking down the street, saying nothing. Mexican music playing in the background. Whatever music, you know. And they're going to the decks. And that was in The Wild Bunch. Best scene ever. Incredible scene. You just see them walking down the street. And you get scenes where, in other films, I suppose you've seen films where you go, wow, that scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this when it kicked off. The opening sequence of Gladiator is incredible. The Gladiator. Incredible it is.
Yeah, like for me, the scene in Goodfellas where the Bats guy comes out of prison and he's expecting Joe Pesci to sort of give him big hugs, and they're all in the bar. And then he was like, go and get your shine box, go and get your, because like he used to polish shoes or something like this. And he was like, I don't do that no more. For me, that scene there was like one of the most, like, the best scene out of Goodfellas, one of them. That scene there.
You can get, as I said, JK, great scenes out of great films. And one in Jaws, strangely enough, was Richard Shaw's. Was it Richard Shaw? Anyway, you see him, and they're all talking how to get this shark. We'll have to hire someone to get this shark, and you just see him. Quint, his name is, and he just scrapes down a blackboard. And that horrible noise coming down a blackboard? It goes through you, that type of noise.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, I'll catch it for you. I'll catch it. I'll catch its tail, its head, the whole damn thing. That's what he said. It's a very, very good scene. And even on the beach, where you see something happening, and you just see the police, the chief of police, right side of going, and the camera goes right. It's strange how it goes from you because something's happening. And then all of a sudden you see all the people running out of the water, splashing everywhere. Brilliant, absolutely. So you can get fantastic scenes. Let's see if anyone. Yeah, The Accountant is a good film, lads, with Ben Affleck. Yeah, Affleck. Yeah, I prefer Ben Affleck's brother, Casey Affleck. I think he's a great actor. Then. I used to love The Sopranos.
Quality.
Bear that in mind. Not for this week. Just bear it in mind, okay? IBR Stella. Paul says, what do you think of the Lampoon films with Chevy Chase? The one where he goes to Wally World is good, and as Europeans say, I don't like Chevy Chase, I'm being honest. But I like Beverly D'Angelo. And Beverly D'Angelo was once married to Al Pacino. And they had twins. Norman, hey Norman, God blimey. I watched a film with De Niro the other day, funny it was, At War with Grandpa. A film for everyone really, but really funny. De Niro plays comedy acting great. Yeah, I I don't think I could watch that. I don't know. Please, I don't know why. I haven't seen it. Might watch it one day. One day. Good to see you, Norman. Is De Niro a paedophile? Not getting into that. I don't think he is, being honest. Everything comes out if he. We need a bigger boat, IBR style. That's a line. That is a line. It's like a piece of music. You've only got to go, and you'll know exactly what film it's from. And it comes from, and we need a bigger boat. So you can say lines, and you know what films to film. Good that IBR, mate. Good that. I'm not going into football, Norman. I'm sorry, mate. We've been having that all bloody morning, and people have been complaining. Every single one of them have been complaining. I thought this was a film show. Every single one of the lads. Every one of them. So we really need Nick Feldy. The best ice movies. The best one, and it's just called The Heist. It's fantastic. And there's another, the Heist is with Jeffrey Dean Morgan and De Niro. The Heist. Fantastic film. De Niro owns a casino. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a very good actor. I like him. I like his films. Just watch that. Just called The Heist. But there's another one about a robbery, which is, I forget the title. Sorry, but you'll know you'll know it. And it's with Edward Norton. Edward Norton. Fantastic. De Niro and Edward Norton. Norton. Can I put on my posh voice? Edward Norton. Yes. Fabulous film. IBR. Layer Cake was great. Never seen it because I don't like Daniel Craig. Sorry. Why isn't the egg and spoon race in the Olympics? I was great at school. I used to glue the egg to the spoon. I was unbeaten. I got to cheat. You can't cheat the egg and spoon race at school. Oh. Paul Turner. Brilliant film, Jaws. The first two, the music is legendary. Yes. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't go in the sea in Brill again after watching that, says Paul Turner. I could tell you something funny about Brill, well, I can't. But you see, it's when you see. Does anybody ever remember the scene in Psycho? The scene in Psycho. It's one of the best scenes you're ever likely to see. You know, for what's going to happen. I told you my best scene ever is, you know, the Wild Bunch. But it's when the shower scene where you just see a silhouette behind the shower curtain, just a silhouette, and then the curtain gets not gently pulled back, but big shiny knife in the hand, and then the music of each stabbing. And at the end of it, it just goes down. Brown bread. See, Jolie's just come up. Morning, Frank. I'm on the holes in Greece at the moment. We'll catch up at on the pods when I return. Internet is a joke over here. Hope you and the chatters are well. Thanks, T. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah,
Jake, come on.
Yeah, I like TW74. Hope you are, man.
And just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself.
Exactly. If it's sun shining, enjoy it.
Yeah. Unlike here, fuck's sake.
Well, here it's like 1 second it's like the sun's out, next second it disappears for a few hours, then comes back, then goes. Too many clouds.
80. Paul Turner says, I'm not doing well here, Frank. You don't like Stanley Unman, Jack Douglas, and Chevy Chase. Listen, anyway, has anyone ever seen Lake Placid? Let me know. And if you haven't seen it, watch it. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. Brendan Gleeson, Oliver Platt, fantastic. That's all I'm saying. Though. Norman says, Keita pulls his hamstring carrying his country's flag in the opening ceremony. He hopes to be fit for the 2028 games in the USA. They're not there, are they? They're not in the States, are they? God, they get everything then. Sick of me there. Okay, Frank, let's talk about Escape to Victory. The film with footy in it, piss off. But he says, only joke. And then Norman says, been watching a lot of Patty Duke films lately. She was a very talented actress who seemed great in a variety of roles. Really enjoying watching her films. Yeah, she's a good actor. Really, well, she's dead now, unfortunately. Like most of them. Norman. And JK, hope you're well, says Norman.
Thank you, bro. Hope you are as well, Norman.
Ah, that's nice, Paul saying. Have a brilliant time, TW. That's lovely. Nice one there, Paul. A good movie, The Departed, is inspired by Hong Kong movie Infernal Affairs. Do you mean Internal Affairs? Infernal.
Is this because it's infernal?
Infernal Affairs.
Departed also, it was good. It was good.
And Norman says, Whitbridge, you're fond of Frank. I've seen it. Well, why didn't you elaborate on it? Why didn't you say it was awful or it was all right or, not bad or it was brilliant? I thought it was brilliant, mate. And Paul says, Lake Placid, is that the one with the croc? Yeah, they did sequels and all that nonsense, which bombed. But that Lake Placid, fantastic film. Listen to the dialogue. Look at the expressions on the faces. Just brilliant acting. Just brilliant acting. Jane Fonda was fabulous in it. I just loved her. I really did. You see, as I said, I don't mind a good comedy. I really don't. And when you see, as I said, like films what films do we like most? And when you look at them, they're not comedies. They're either a thriller or a horror or a sci-fi. Or you can get extraterrestrial on YouTube. You can get it on it if you haven't seen it. Extraterrestrial. YouTube. Brilliant. And I think I mentioned this last week. Years ago, I watched a series called Dark Skies. And I've got it on YouTube. And I remember them, they had to take it off. And it's about a secret, supposedly secret, agency that's done no missing. American, obviously. American. And, anyway, it's great. I made up, got it, watching it. Facts. Just leave it at that. Facts they are. Norman, I like Cocoon in '85, where the pensioners get a new lease of life. I want that to come here. I want a new lease of life. I want Cocoon to be real, to get here to me. And do you know what? I asked the other night on the show, I said, is there anyone out there who can, I've got this wardrobe, JK, right, the base is already in place. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to put into plate on top of it. And I can't lift anything else. I can hold it. But I need someone down to just screw. Everything's in place to screw. And nobody to help me. Nobody. Anyway. I've just watched 2 classics, says Paul Turner, from the 2 Ronnies, the silent ones called At the Seaside and The Picnic. What did you think of them? I like the 2 Ronnies. They were fantastic. They were unbelievable. But I've never seen any of them. Never seen any of them. And Norman, my mother and sisters used to watch a series called Thornbird. What was his name in it? Richard Chamberlain, his name was. Something boring as hell. Yeah, but it was about religion. And it was about, this handsome priest and things like that. And all the girls, like your mother, like your sisters, loved it. All the females I know loved it. Strange, isn't it? Well, I'm going to end now. So is your arm throbbing, JK?
A little bit. It is.
Because it's like a dull ache, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not like a straightforward sort of pain. It's there, but you don't really notice it, but you know it's there.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it is. It's like when you've got pain, right? When you've got pain and you take painkillers, and it is, the pain's there, it's dormant, and you know it's there. You can actually feel the pain, if you know what I mean. Albeit that it's deadened. It's always there. Yeah. I don't like tablets. I have to take tablets, of a morning and one of a night. I have to keep me alive. To keep me alive. Anyway, I don't like taking tablets. I don't take painkillers. I don't take. I remember when it was in Aussie, I had this thing around my neck. And I said, what's that for? She said, it's for pain. And they give you the little thing when you're in pain. And this is genuine, this. I didn't use it once after my op. Triple repair aneurysm. And I didn't use it once. And Paul said, I recommended them, Frank. They are on YouTube, similar to The Plank. The Plank's brilliant. The Plank is brilliant. I love Benny Hill. Rise and Damp's on YouTube. Rise and Damp. Get onto it. 4 candles. Handles for 4. The 2 Ronnies. Yeah. Brilliant. Genius. Hope you get on the men soon, JK. Have a good weekend and take care.
Likewise, bro. Thanks. Thank you.
Dan. Thank you.
Daryl.
Hello. Even Norman says, Daryl, you sexy beast. Nick, yes, the original film spells with F in fair. Oh, okay. No, we just thought it was like a Freudian slip. Freudian slip. That's what we thought. But it wasn't. Infernal. I feel infernal sometimes. So does JK. when he eats his curry. Infernal. Daryl Merry. K-Mac broke JK arm. Breaking news.
Totally.
And Norman says, FSG are in negotiations with JK to replace Adrian with one arm.
He was actually playing in goal for Betis last night, first half.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was mad seeing him do that.
yeah. Strange, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
When you see, a former player who never played for us, if you know what I mean. Playing
Exactly.
the
We paid him to keep fit.
But I believe he was a nice fella, I know that we're going to small say, well, we don't need nice fellas, we need bloody footballers. But I believe he's an awful nice fella and a big vet. He loved Liverpool, loved the city.
Mm-hmm.
He loved the city. What's this someone telling me? He loved going into, like a crowded cafe or, where someone would go, there's Adrian there. And he was made up, if someone recognised him. Daryl, JK favourite song, Runaway Train.
No, it's not.
Right, I'm going to finish on this, boys. FSG are happy to conclude deal because he only wants 50 quid on a pack of Wham bars. FSG going for the cheapest option again, says Norman.
2 packs of
Well,
bars then. Yeah, cool.
yeah, well, it's just fucking sensible to me.
Yeah, I just feel that there's no like inkling that we're gonna get anyone. I just feel I can't even see us getting anyone. So
Well,
depends
it's a
on
priority, isn't it? A GM is a priority. And 3 weeks to the opening game. You think about it. You think about 3 weeks. Needs pre-season.
like he's seen all the youth players now. He's been training with them for a few weeks. Salah's been there, Simicas, Jones, and then now, like, come on, he knows about Virgil, he knows about Trent, he knows about Alisson, McAllister, he knows how they play. I've also said that hopefully Slot was watching a lot of our games from last season. Just spending a few days just watching game after game after game to realise what he's got on his hands. So he might have I don't think he's going to come on camera and saying, yep, I need this, 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 and this. He's not going to do that.
No. No. Paul saying, I'll have a good weekend, Frank. Hope you have a better week. We are supposed to be getting a heat wave again. Yet the last heat wave we had lasted, 9 hours? For 9 hours. That was it. Gone. Finished. Finito.
And 6 of them you were in a sunbed. That's why every time they come out with that, heat wave's on its way. No, it's not.
Pathetic. This country.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely ridiculous. That's why I always went away. That's why I thought, I'm going away this year. I'm getting off. I can't stand this weather. But I can't. got to stay here. Ali the Noose. For a new right winger is a must. Because Salah will leave next year. But the problem is that we have a lot of players at same value in many positions. I know how Slot will pick. I don't know how Slot will pick. Hard to think.
Well, quickly
What's
about
wrong with
Doak. Doak just gave us a little taste of what he possesses. The guy is a good player.
Yeah, the
And
guy is a good player. You remember we said that when he first hit the scene, and what happened to him?
went downhill. Same as Bacitic. But me and you don't really hype up players like youth players. Okay, Dan's a little bit, but in general, me and you don't really hype up the youth players because I let them do what they like. Leone last night, he just came into the team, got on with it. Wow. We didn't say before the game, oh, we want to see him play. He's great. He's great. No. Show us on the pitch. McConnell, Kwanzaa, both
Exactly.
did that last season.
Exactly. You know, when Bradley came in, when Kwanzaa came in, they had to go in at the deep end. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were brilliant. They were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And it's proved it. It's proved it. Daniel Day-Lewis is the only actor that won 3 Oscars. But my favourite actor is Christian Bale. How about you, Frank? My favourite actor, I'll surprise you there. I've got a lot of favourite actors. I've got the likes of Eddie Marsan. Eddie Marsan's an unbelievable actor. Unbelievable. You know, you can look at Pacino, you can look at De Niro. Wonderful actors. You can look at Brendan Gleeson, Oliver Platt. You know, but the British, some fantastic actors here. As I said about Eddie Marsan. My favourite actor for stage, believe it or not, is a Liverpool lad named Drew Schofield. He's an incredible actor, very versatile, unbelievable. There's Kenneth Branagh is a very good actor. Kenneth Branagh. But I'm going to surprise you who my favourite actor is, British. There are 2, but the other fella's old now. And he was Anthony Hopkins, or is Anthony Hopkins. But my favourite actor right now is Benedict Cumberbatch.
Mm-hmm.
And why I say him is look at The Courier, a true story. A true story. Look at him in that. It shows you the depth of his acting ability. He's an incredible actor.
Was he in Black Mass as well?
Yeah.
Yes, one of the brothers of Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Like, he was a politician and stuff. Yeah, good actor he is.
He's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Really is. And Norman, I'm not having this Bacitic back crap. There is no way we can rely on him at the moment.
Yeah, him and Doak are in the same sort of position. They need to get their career on the go now.
Paul's saying it. We're going to get spoiled. This one is a 10-hour one. No, it's not.
Only 7 hours and 56 minutes left.
Gary Rigby, Joe Pesci is a brilliant actor. I prefer him in gangster films over comedy. Yes. Yeah, he was Home Alone, you know, and you go, all right, I'm not having that. It's like Pacino, you know. Can you see him in a comedy? Just go, all right. Oh, could you see? That's what I mean about De Niro. I love John Candy, my Uncle Buck.
John Candy, yeah.
Did you ever see Uncle Buck?
Yeah, Uncle Buck, yeah.
Brilliant. Where he picks the phone up for his, at the beginning. And he's on his phone to his girlfriend. She wakes him up in the early hours of the morning, and he's going, yeah, and starts going,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get away with it. Classic, classic, great film. If you haven't seen Uncle Buck, watch it.
Pesky's probably one of my favorite actors. Yeah.
Who?
Joe Pesky.
Oh, Pesky.
He made Goodfellas. Like, everyone played their part. Casino as well. But for me, Home Alone with that other guy, that just shows you the what they can do. These actors, they can play various roles. Some guys only play certain roles, but like when I seen Joe Pesky and De Niro doing their comedy roles as well, and it shows you the horizon of how good they can be and are.
I stay. He's going to Germany next week or tomorrow. I'm not quite sure now. Anyway, went to see Deadpool and Wolverine last night. Funny as from the first second to the very last. And there's 2 pints and a scotch for us boys. How's that? That's off Ashley Evans. Did you notice when I mentioned about I needed someone here, to the help for the sides? See all the fellas who come on there. I'll give us your address, Frank. I'll come up, mate. No problem. See them all clamoring. Clamoring to help me.
I heard that word for years. Clamoring. What a word.
Casino is a great film, says Gary Rigby. Steve, Pesky and De Niro can do serious gangster and comedy equally brilliant. Yeah. Norman, Trains, Planes, Automobiles. Very funny film. They made that. They were fantastic in that. De Niro and Pesci do serious comedy equally well.
Yep.
And Gary, Pesci is fish and it's Joe Fish. Doesn't sound as cool though. No.
Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, you could tell Steve to get in contact with you if you need to know anything about his trip.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do one now. Been on since half 10. And it's been good actually. We got our football in anyway. That was before. Then the films, then but listen out for next week because it'll be good next week because I've got a plan. I've got a plan in place. Judge Dredd. John Candy was good in Only the Lonely with Maureen O'Hara, where he was an embalming. He was an embalmer in a funeral parlour. Go away. That's mad, that. Only the Lonely. I watched Eddie Marsan, as I said, he's a great actor. And I forget what the film was. Sorry about it. I forget. He's a council. He works in the council, and he goes to people who have just died, but died on their own, and he sorts their funeral out. That the council is going to have to pay for. And that's what he does. And he's not married or anything, just lives on his own. Forget what it's called. But if anyone knows it, watch it. It's a cracking film. Great actor. Norman. Is Steve taking came back to Germany with him? I know he loves him. If you want anyone to fall out with you, just say that to Steve. Gary, great show. See you Monday. Love the politics show as well. Thank you. I'll be having one again, I think, a week Wednesday. Wednesday night. Our Francine's, she's asked me, could she do a podcast, for her, not for us or anything. So she's doing a podcast. I don't even want to know. I've never even asked her what it's about. So that's set up for her. And I'll see you all on Monday, the history show. What have I got on? The history show? Don't know. But the good, it'll be a good show. Big clips, everything else. Just want to say a big thank you for everyone. And listen, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed.
Yeah, press the like button.
Yeah, just subscribe. The algorithm, I don't know why my algorithm is, the subscriptions are there. They haven't moved. And I know people have been subscribing on all the shows. Anyway. JK, thank you.
No problem, bro.
Thank you. What are you up to today?
Visiting family and stuff. Doing the rounds.
You be all right. You be sitting down. They'll all be fussing around you, saying, Dad, don't get up.
They get up. What do you need? So
Has anyone autographed your plaster yet?
The day after I got it done, I got someone to do a Liverpool badge on there. I'll send you a
go
picture.
Away.
Yeah, it's
Go
over. Everyone was like, all my friends were like, I want to do this, I want to do that on there. Funny.
That's lovely. That's lovely, that.
I had people at the airport having a quick glance at it and like realizing it's like you never walk alone on the side of it, and they're like,
oh, Brill. That's Brill. Really is. It really is. Well done, mate.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, you can if Steve needs to know any info about Germany and stuff, he can contact you, and you can contact me or whatever. No problem. No problem.
Steve, oh yeah. Yeah.
I've got friends there as well, so if they need to, you can even meet up with them, no problem.
Oh, that's great, that, because, he's going with his lad.
Mm-hmm.
He's always wanted to visit there, so he's just bringing his lad, you know what I mean? I don't know why, but he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And as I thought Liverpool playing there in the free.
Yeah, that's what we thought first. I said, huh? I thought they played in America.
Yeah, I said to you, I think Liverpool playing
in Berlin, yeah.
Because we were talking football on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm bringing Dylan over. That's his lad's name. Bringing Dylan over to bed. I said, oh, great. I said to our Francine, do you want to go? I'll give you your fare and that. She called me forever. He said, oh, go away, Dad, you dope. We're not playing. So I said, okay then. Anyway, JK, thank you for joining me this morning as usual. And we've got all the football shows next week, people, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as usual. Let's hope that we can sign somebody. Let's hope. Because I don't want to, this is all, what's it some fella called? He said that we were negative, didn't he?
Yeah, last week, yeah.
I think negativity, I don't think that they can differentiate between negativity and positiveness. Because if we weren't positive by saying we need a DM, and everybody, most probably the lad who said, I'll throw negative on here, most probably he's saying we need a DM. Or if he isn't, knows nothing about football, knows nothing about passion. Knows
No,
nothing.
but I understand what he was trying to say because, like, you know, sometimes we've kept, because we had Klopp in charge, we haven't moaned, really. But did you hear the people who were moaning about Klopp the last 2 years? That's negativity. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
But as I
You're
said
right.
before, when that whistle blows, first game, 17th, is it the 17th of August against
Yeah.
Ipswich?
Yeah.
We're going to support the manager, you know, we're going to support the players. And I'm not, look, a lot of fans are on about that's going to be like a banana peel, that game. I'm looking at that game, you know, like the first round, the third round of the FA Cup games in January, you know, you get them sort of fixtures and like you get the early game on a Saturday. So I'm looking at that Ipswich game as like an FA Cup third round type. I'm not really looking at it as, oh, we could slip up there. No. We're going to beat them. That's some
It's going to be
positivity for
hard.
you.
It's going to be hard, you know, JK, because they just come up. Right.
Yeah, that'd be buzzing. Mm-hmm.
As you said, they'll be buzzing. And buzzing playing Liverpool.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Buzzing, we've got the let's go out and show them. Let's go out and show them. And on the other foot, our lads should be saying, we've got it, let's show him what we can do.
Yeah.
See what I mean? But
I think yesterday's game showed that, Frank. A lot of the youth players who were involved wanted to show the manager what they're all about. So, yeah.
Sustainability, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's sustainability. If they can sustain, that Kwanzaa sustains us, you know, when he came in, he just sustained his quality. So did Bradley as well.
And that Naomi lad yesterday was telling the other players where to pass the ball. He was like, I was like, come on, lad. I was like, fair play to you, man. He comes on the pitch, gets the ball, gets the move going for the first goal and that. And I'm thinking there, I was seeing him he was telling the centre backs where to give it. And I was like, that's what you want to see in the youth players. A guy who's telling other guys what to do, even though he's doing something good himself as well at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
Well, that's, you know, it's his fair play, because if you've got a young lad like that who's mature in the head, as you just said, you know. Now, two different lads, two different mates got hold of me, and they don't know each other. And they said that young lad, Naomi, he's class, this kid. So if he has impressed those two lads, he must be good. I'm telling you, he must be. But let's hope everything works out. JK, thank you so much for today. Thank you, all the chat, and I'll see you all on Monday, hopefully, definitely Tuesday and Thursday, and next week again for the TV film review, which I'll have a surprise, okay? And it will be good next week. Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Have a good weekend, Jay.
Likewise, bro.
See you, mate.